Episode 3, The First Winter. Flashback, final year of high school. The heater rattled faintly in the corner, more noise than warmth. The cold still clung to the window panes, and the air in the dorm room smelled like a mix of damp notebooks and stale instant noodles. Li Wei stood just inside the doorway, his duffel bag sliding off his shoulder with a soft thump against the floor. The room was small, 2 beds, 2 desks, a shared wardrobe, a cracked window that let in more wind than light. Simple, suffocating. Across the room, a boy sat at the desk, back turned to him. Hood up. Head down. Music faintly leaking from a single earbud. Li Wei cleared his throat. No response. He stepped in further, boots squeaking against the floor. Hi, he said, trying again. I'm Li Wei. I just transferred. Still nothing. The boy didn't turn around. Didn't even flinch. Li Wei blinked. Okay. He dropped his umbrella by the wall, kicked off his wet shoes, and wiped his hands on his pants. The cold had made his fingers stiff. They tingled slightly. Cool room, he muttered to himself, mostly for the silence. He glanced around. Chen Yu's side was already lived in. Neat, but bare. Textbooks stacked with military precision. A small tin of ointment and a cheap lighter on the desk. A black hoodie hanging off the chair, sleeves worn at the cuffs. There was a photo tucked behind a math workbook, turned face down. Li Wei turned toward his own side. Bare mattress. Blank wall. A folded blanket sat at the foot of the bed like it had been placed by someone doing the bare minimum. He exhaled. So this is home now. 10 minutes passed. The heater kept buzzing. The silence felt heavier than the cold. Chen Yu hadn't moved once. He just kept writing, head bent, pen scratching paper in a steady rhythm. He's not just quiet, Li Wei thought. He's gone. Do you want me to keep the window side? Li Wei asked, trying again, nodding to the bed closest to the cracked pane. Chen Yu didn't respond. Li Wei narrowed his eyes. All right, I'll take the window. Don't hit me if I sneeze on your pillow. Still nothing. Li Wei gave a soft scoff and turned away. Cool. Communication is overrated anyway. That night, Li Wei lay awake, arms behind his head, staring at the ceiling. The room was dim. Only a sliver of streetlight made its way through the crooked curtain, casting odd shadows across the floor. Chen Yu was already in bed, facing the wall. Breathing slow. Still silent. Li Wei pulled the blanket higher and let out a soft sigh. He could have at least said hi. The days passed like that. Chen Yu left early. Came back late. Barely said a word. He ate quietly, studied quietly, existed like a ghost in his own body. Li Wei, on the other hand, had no trouble talking to everyone else, students, teachers, even the lunch staff. He laughed loudly, made sarcastic comments, passed notes in class. But in the dorm? Silence. Always silence. He tried asking questions about classes, the schedule, even the heater, but Chen Yu either ignored him or responded with single words that made it clear the conversation was over before it began. One evening, Li Wei was brushing his teeth when he caught Chen Yu watching him through the mirror, just briefly. The second their eyes met, Chen Yu looked away, grabbed his towel, and walked out of the room without a sound. So he does know I exist, Li Wei thought. Fascinating. Another night, Li Wei dropped a book while climbing onto the bed. It landed with a loud thud. Chen Yu flinched slightly. Li Wei froze, then grinned. "Oh, sorry. Did I interrupt your precious nothing?" Chen Yu didn't look up. "You're loud." "I'm alive." Silence. Li Wei turned off the light. "Good night, roommate." No reply. "Sleep tight. Don't kill me in my sleep." Still nothing. But he thought, maybe, he saw the corner of Chen Yu's mouth twitch. Just a little. Narrator. They weren't friends. They weren't enemies. They weren't anything, really. Just two strangers stuck in the same space, breathing the same cold air, sleeping just 6 feet apart, but living in completely different worlds. And for now, that was enough.